let's meet tonight's starting lineup, starting tonight. First up, we have a junior, number 2, Becca Bromley. A senior, number 5, Rachel Allen. A junior, number 11, Haley Schuster. A junior, number 14, Layla Johnson. And a senior, number 15, Jenna Moose. And the Knights are coached by Chuck Coleman and assisted by Karen Casol. All right, now for the home team, the Drexel Bobcats. All right, first up, we have a junior, number 1, Casey Marks. A freshman, number 3, Lucy Richardson. A sophomore, number 10, Josie Parks. A junior, number 23, Emily Wheeler. And a junior, number 24, Anna Finley.
All right, we are set for our first championship game of the tournament. We've had a couple of third-place games today, a fifth-place boys game, a seventh-place boys game. It has been a busy day. We are game 23 out of 24 into this tournament, and we've got the 2 championship games headed your way. Kind of a cool backdrop to this game, Coach, is the possibility if Drexel can win this, Coach Gordon to lift up that trophy that has his daddy's name on it, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be the end of a great 4 days of basketball for the Drexel community, the coaching staff here. So we'll see what happens. Lutheran, a good basketball team in their own right. So we'll see how this one goes.
So here we go. Up to do battle here. It is Drexel with it. Wheeler going to drive, gets it to Richardson. Richardson no good. Rebound inside by Lutheran, and Johnson gets it off to Brumley, and back they come. No score with about 7.5 to go here in the first quarter. So Brumley going to drive into the corner, goes back up to the wing. Johnson back top of the key for Ada. Ada's got it over on the wing now. Schuster, their shooter from long range, back to Brumley. Now they go inside Schuster. She's going to spin and is fouled.
That's going to be on Wheeler from the backside.
So Wheeler picks up a quick early foul. And that is the one person that Drexel does not want to get in foul trouble.
No, I do think it is early, obviously, and that's a quick foul. But she is a smart basketball player. Probably, if you're going to have one early on somebody, she's okay. So she probably knows how to keep herself out of getting in foul trouble.
Second one, good. So early 1-0 lead for Lutheran here. Get it off on the wing for Drexel. That was Richardson spinning it around as Marks has it. Now off for Parks. Marks and Parks playing catch over there. Now to Wheeler into the corner. Richardson back to Wheeler. And Wheeler was going to skip it. And nobody there. The one thing in this game, if you're Drexel, you can't come out slow because Lutheran can shoot it from the outside.
Yeah.
You don't want to allow them to get a lead.
Yeah, they've got a good girls team, and they can put points on the board.
Spin it around. Ada has it. Now all the way over to Brumley. Brumley left wing, top of the key. Get it off into the corner now for Ada. Ada loses the handle, but somehow saves it, goes to Brumley. Now to Schuster. Schuster's got it. Now back out. 3 ball on the way. Brumley no good. Good box out there by Parks. And she'll bring it up for Drexel. Get it off on the wing for Marks into the corner. Wheeler. She'll fire and connect. Wheeler for 3, and it's 3-1. Jerry, give me a hard time. I've talked about how people have struggled to score on the goal on that end, and that was an easy bucket for Wheeler. Spin by Brumley, no good. Rebound Wheeler. She's going to push the issue. Across the timeline she goes with it. Has it on the wing. They leave her wide open. She's going to stop, pop. Does not drop that time. That would have been a quick couple of threes there, and that's how they really got rolling in their first matchup this week.
She might have been too open on that one.
Yeah. That was one of those things. That was one of those things that she saw. Their jump ball going to be called. It's one of those things that she saw that she's like, are they really leaving me open on the wing here? So 5:32 to go, first quarter, 3-1 is our score. Brumley with it. Dribbles over to the wing, right side. Dribbles Parks all the way into the corner. Now goes the elbow, back out front for Ada. Ada's got it, now tries to get it off, but passed it to herself, which I think could have been a travel. That one does not go, and another long rebound, this one to Wheeler. Wheeler kicks it off for Richardson, back to Wheeler. Wheeler calls for it, going to spin in the paint, and got it to go. And all of a sudden, Wheeler's got 5, and Drexel leads 5-1.
Good use of the left hand there, going back to her right shoulder, so she threw it up with her left hand and connected.
Out on the wing, top of the key they go. Now into the corner, Brumley on the right side. Out of the right corner to the right wing. They're going to call Schuster on a moving screen, and it goes back to Drexel. And I'll tell you, the scary part here for Lutheran is Wheeler starting off a little hot. She kind of started off slow the last couple of games, and especially on the inside. She hit that turnaround and she had that 3. She's already got 5 points.
Right.
That's a scary proposition for any team.
Yeah, she doesn't need any help getting going.
Parks has got it. She's going to skip it over to Richardson. Richardson thought about it. Now top of the key, she goes with it. Back to Richardson. She'll fire a 3. Good. She can knock him down too. And it's an 8-1 lead for the Bobcats.
Yeah, now Richardson struggled the other night. She never really got it going, but we know that she can, and that one may be able to get her off to a good start.
Not sure who they called that one on.
They're going to call that one on Parks.
All right. So first foul on Parks, and Brumley at the line for 2. Nothing but the bottom of the net on number 1. Has one more to go here. 8-2. Second one coming up. It is good as well. 8-3. Now get it off to Wheeler. She cuts it off. Jumper marks. No good. Rattles in, rattles out. Rebound the other way. Try to get a run out there, but a little bit too much on that one for Brumley. And it goes back to Drexel. And I think the ball got lost. Might have went into our locker room that we had today, all the way down in that corner. Drexel brings it up, get it off for Richardson. Now to Wheeler. Marks to Parks into the corner for Finley. Finley now has it out of the corner to Parks. She's going to dribble out of the corner now, try to set it up. Get it over on the wing for Wheeler. Wheeler skips it over to Richardson. She's going to dribble drive, kick it off, now gets it back. Now up front, Wheeler now to the baseline for Marks. She cannot knock it down, back the other way it goes. So 8-3 our score with 3:10 to go here in the first. Out on the wing into the corner, stolen away by Wheeler, but kicked out of bounds. And Mayab checks in for Marks. Get it in the corner. Back up on the wing for Schuster. She's going to try to drive on Wheeler. And a travel called on the other side on Emily. So 2:55 to go, first quarter, 8-3 our score. Just 3 baskets in the game, all from Drexel, 3 free throws coming from Lutheran, 3 ball Mayab, overshoots that one out of bounds, and it goes back to Lutheran.
Just a little bit of a, not really all that sloppy, just a sluggish kind of a start to this one for a championship game. See if they can get things going here as we move farther into it.
Well, if we know one thing, we know that Drexel can score, and they can score in bunches.
Really quickly.
And really fast. So, and if you're Lutheran, you're kind of in that. You don't want them, if they come down and hit a 3 here and make it an 8-point game, you don't want them to get it away from you early. Because if that happens, they could be in trouble. Richardson's got it. She's going to dribble drive, drops it off for Finley. Now back to Mayab. Finley go into Wheeler, and Wheeler's tied up, and it'll stay with Drexel with 2:14 to go here. Trying to get the ball in. Up front they go. They get it off on for Wheeler. Free throw line, off to Mayab. 18-footer, no. Rebound on the backside. Parks, and off of Albert. This one cracks me up because I was like, what are they doing? They have that little flash, all of them flash to the basket. 3 ball by Wheeler, good. 11-3, she's got 8. With 1:50 to go in the quarter. Emily brings it across the timeline. And blocking foul called on Parks. That might be 2 on her. Looks like Marks is set to check back in. That was 2 on Parks, so Marks checks in for Parks. Man, that would Parks and Marks and Marks and Parks. All right, bring it across the timeline, Brumley. Get it over on the wing. That is Munt over there. Now back out front, Emily Martins. Now they go inside. Albert to Munt for 2. Make it 11-5. Good ball movement by Lutheran. Cut it to 6. Richardson to Wheeler. Marks into the corner. Mayab inside Finley. Back to Mayab. Back over. Now to Richardson. Skips it over. Knocked out of bounds. With 1:07 to go here in the quarter, it'll be Drexel ball, up by 6. Richardson's got a good dribble drive by her. Now kick it off on the elbow other side for Marks. Now they corner for Mayab. No. Rebound on the backside by Lutheran. And they'll push it up. Will be Brumley to Emily. Emily's got it on the left side. Goes to the top of the key, into the paint. Gets it stripped away by Finley. Ahead for Wheeler. She goes all the way to the rack. No good. It goes back the other way. With 20 seconds to go here in the quarter. 16.5 seconds to go, 11-5. Back door for Brumley. And Wheeler going to pick up her second with 15 seconds to go in the quarter.
Yeah, that wasn't a good foul. I don't know that. I mean, you can give up the 2 there, and with 15 seconds left, and as good as she is, she could go down and get her own basket back, but not picking up her second foul.
Brumley knocks it in. Makes it 11-6. Second free throw coming up. And there's a rebound inside Munt. Can't capitalize the first one, second one. And the travel going to be called on the third attempt. So it remains 11-6 with 9 seconds to go here in the quarter. Richardson back to Wheeler. She'll fire. No good. And we go to the end of the first. 11-6 our score. Drexel leads in the William D. Gordon Holiday Classic Championship game of the girls. We'll be back.
Church & DeWitt is one of the world leaders in household and personal care products, and we want you to join our team in Harrisonville. You'll get the chance to work with winning brands that consumers love. We offer starting salaries ranging from $20.50 to $39 per hour, depending on experience. A signing bonus of $2,500. Comprehensive benefits, paid time off, and every other weekend is a 3-day weekend. To apply, go to churchdewhite.com and click on Careers.
All right, 1 quarter in the books, 11-6. And Drexel with the lead. A couple things to watch for in the second quarter. Obviously, the 2 fouls on Wheeler. See how she plays, if it changes her aggressiveness or not in the second quarter. And for Lutheran, they got to find some offense.
Yeah.
They've got 6 points, but they have 1 basket. They have 4 free throws. So
right.
You got to find the offense if you're Lutheran. So both teams a little work to do here in this second quarter. And Lutheran will get it to start the second.
And we've seen Schuster kind of carry the load, her and Brumley, the last couple of games. Really, Schuster not able to get going here early in this one.
We really haven't seen Schuster. Her last game, she only had about 7 or 8 points, I think. In that first game, she really lit it up from the outside. So it'll be interesting to see if they can get her going. They get that 1-2 punch going. That's going to make them a lot more of a lethal team here. They get it to Schuster. She's got it on the wing. Gonna dribble over on the wing right side. Gets it off on the wing for Ada. Ada's got it now, knocked away off marks and out of bounds. It'll stay with Lutheran.
Drexel, good, aggressive man-to-man defense. Really not letting Lutheran get any good looks, get into their offense, way away from the basket.
And Lutheran gets the ball back, though. They've been good at getting those tough ones, and Brumley knocks it down to help them out. 3-ball Richardson. That was money. I knew that one from the get-go. She just let it fly, and it goes down. 14-8 the score. It's like one of those things, all that work for Lutheran. They get it to within 3, and then boom, now they're down 6 again. Now a jump ball. No jump as Richardson just takes it away. Didn't like what she sees on the breakaway, so she's going to get it into Wheeler. Wheeler's going to spin and can deliver, and it goes back the other way. And now Brumley goes around Wheeler. Wheeler smartly there, just goes straight up. It's like, if anything, I'm going to get a charge call. So with 6:28 to go, Martins checks out. Johnson checks back in for her. Get it in the corner. 3-ball by Johnson, no good. Finley with the rebound. Finley gets it ahead to Wheeler. She just goes right around the traffic and puts it in for 2. And she's now got 10, and it's 16-8. Back to an 8-point advantage. It's their largest of the night. They led by 7 in the first. Led by 8 as well. Now a jumper. Is that Schuster on that one?
Yep. Runner in the lane.
I looked down for a second. I was like, okay, I think that was Schuster. 16-10 the score. We call a kick ball on Brumley. Gordon checks out as Parks checks back in. Get it to Richardson. Skip it over to Wheeler. Wheeler into the corner now for Marks. Marks took off without the ball, then grabbed the ball as she was walking, and they call the turnover. 5:25 to go here in the first half. 3 ball on the way by Brumley, no good. Rebound Finley, knocked away from her. Plymouth, and it's going to go back to Drexel with 5:16 to go here in the half. Marks into the corner for Richardson. Now back up front, spinning around and out into the corner they go. Now back to Wheeler. She's going to dribble drive. Now elbow jumper. Richardson, no good. Wheeler with the rebound. Kick it back out. Finley. Back top of the key. 3 ball. Richardson. She was too close. Steps back and knocks it down. 19-10. And Brumley over to Schuster. Schuster going to sidestep, jump it up. No. Wheeler's got it. She's going to weave through traffic. She's going to go up herself. No. And she'll go to the line for a pair. With 4:30 to go here in the first half. And it's a 19-10 score. Wheeler with 10 already in the game. 4.5 to go. That one no good. One more to go. Brumley checks out. Martins checks in. Frommer checks in. Second one, no. Rebound. Picked up. Now Wheeler able to come out of there with it. Free throw line jumper Marks. No good. A rebound out of bounds. They missed that slap. Okay. Oh no.
Well, he must have said white and pointed the wrong direction.
He did. He just said, yeah, sorry, wrong way. Get it to Richardson. She's going to drive baseline. No. She'll go to the line for a pair. They're going to call Schuster on that one.
We get number 3. That would be Emily on that one, I think.
So Emily with the foul called, and Richardson at the line for 2. First one goes down. It's 20-10. One more to go here. And she gets her next one. It's 11. So 21-10 the score. Push it ahead. Have it on the wing. A little drive. No. Picked up by Wheeler. Wheeler going to kick it off for Richardson. Now top of the key for Mark, spinning around into the corner for Wheeler. Inside Finley, good ball movement. Finley's first 2 buckets points of the game, and it's 23-10. And Lutheran wants to call a timeout and talk it over. We'll take a timeout as well. 23-10, Drexel in the lead.
No matter the time of day, we could all use a Route 44 from Sonic. Good news, if you order in the Sonic app, you get happy hour all day. That means drinks are half price anytime on the Sonic app. Don't worry, it's still traditional happy hour from 2 to 4 every day at the Sonic of Harrisonville. So if you need to refuel with a drink, or maybe you need a snack, come see the gang at Sonic and fuel up.
All right, welcome back. 3:49 to go first half. 23-10. Drexel has squeezed out to a 13-point lead here. They get it into Brumley. Does Lutheran. Into the corner she goes. Right corner of the right wing. Out front now for Schuster. As we're back to action, Frommer, she'll fire a three. Good. So Frommer knocks it down and makes it 23-13. Back the other way we go. Now Mayab fires no. Rebound Frommer, and it comes back the other way. Now to Brumley, no. And now Frommer's got it. To Brumley, no good. Ball's tipped out. On the run out is Richardson. Now she's going to get it off for Wheeler with 3:07 to go here in the quarter. Richardson, she'll fire. Oh, rattles in, rattles out. I thought she was dropping another one. Instead it rattles out and back the other way it goes. 23-12 the score. Thought they gave Frommer a three, but it's only 2 on the board. Jump ball. So I guess Frommer only got a 2 there. So I'll change mine on my scorecard here.
I thought it was a 3 also.
They had 2. Now they may, of course, this is what happens. I'll change it on my score sheet, and then they'll change it back to a 3 here in a little bit. So Wheeler has it out front, and a reach in by Frommer. That'll be the 4th team foul on Lutheran. The ball in here. Spin it over to Richardson in the corner, Mab. Mab's got it back to the top of the key for a 3 is Marks, no good. Back the other way it goes. Brumley, no. Rebound inside. Martins, and they're going to call a foul on Finley. Yep. So Finley gets the call. And Schuster to pass it in, gets it into Brumley. And she is fouled this time by Marks, and she'll go to the free throw line. So Brumley hasn't had much success knocking it down, but she has gotten to the line. This is the 3rd trip to the line tonight for her. But, you know, we saw that with Wheeler the other night. She could not get it going offensively, but she kept getting to the line, and that ended up, you know, feeding into her game.
Getting her some confidence and getting her going a little bit.
So here we go. Basket, no good. A rebound by Wheeler. And Wheeler going to weave through traffic on the floor. Sometimes she's just like, you know what, I'm going.
Yeah.
And she took it and got it. 25-12 now the score. Brumley with it in the corner. Out to the top, spin it around. Frommer in the corner now for Emily. She's going to go to Frommer. Frommer too strong on that one. Finley with the rebound. And gets it off for Marks. She brings it across the timeline. Marks to Finley. Good ball movement. Wheeler thought about a 3. She's going to dribble drive. And she was cut off by Schuster. And that'll be a 2 on Schuster. Nope, they called that on. Yeah, they did call that a Schuster. So I think that is 2 on her.
2 on her, yeah.
And Frommer and Martins check out. Munt and Ada check in for Lutheran. Get in the corner for Wheeler, knocked away. And it'll stay with Drexel. And go sideline now. So with 1:35 to go here in the half. And Wheeler got away maybe with one there. And a 3 by Richardson. She is lighting the nets up. She has 14 in the game, and it's 28-12. Didn't really see what happened there with Wheeler. And Wheeler, you know, she's a strong player. So I think what happened, maybe Brumley got tied up a little bit and got sideways, and they thought she just tripped, and that's probably why they had a no call there. Brumley, no. And now a rebound picked up by Wheeler and a travel. They were both holding on to the ball at the same time. So a turnover back the other way. .113 to go in a half, 28-12 our score. Drexel has pulled it out to a 16-point advantage. And now Richardson, and a foul.
Oh, I'm not sure about that one.
Wow, they're going to call Ada on that one.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. That's two girls who are going after a basketball, and I don't know how you can call a foul on either one.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure what happened there. I'm with you on that one, though. That's two girls going after a ball. And, I hate those loose ball calls like that because it's almost a opinion call in my estimation is, well, I think it was on that one where they're both going for it. So we had a timeout on the floor with 59.4 to go. We'll take a timeout as well. 28-12, Drexel in control, first half.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a swing set standoff. And we covered it. July 1st, 2015. Talk to Farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
All right, 59.4 to go, first half of this one. And it'll be Drexel ball on the near sideline. They get it into Parks. And Parks going to set it up, goes between the circles for Brumley, over to Richardson. Richardson has had the hot hand. She's got 4 threes in this first half. Get it off on the wing. Back between the circles. Now to Richardson into the corner for Wheeler. Back to Richardson. Now over to Marks. Into the corner for Parks. Back to Marks on the right side. Between the circles now, Richardson. She gets it over to Wheeler on the wing left side. Back to Richardson. Patience for Drexel here. I think they're thinking we're going to get one last shot here.
Yeah.
And I like that, even up 16, you're not rushing things. Could have tried to get a couple of possessions, and then good ball movement. Parks just couldn't settle it in, and goes back the other way with 10. Brumley going to have to push it up. Gets it between the circles, dribble drive.
Unfortunate for Drexel. They got what they wanted. They broke the defense down. They got their backdoor cut, made a nice pass. They just couldn't finish, and now they commit a foul on the other end, and that's going to be the third on Parks.
Yeah.
And only 2 seconds left, and now the Lady Knights are at the free throw line. Brumley just struggling to.
The clock didn't start there. It should have started. So she hits the front end misses the front end of the 1-and-1, and you cannot leave points out there against Drexel.
And she, is their leading scorer right now. You would expect her to hit a couple of those free throws.
So Brumley gets it in, and then she loses the handle, and that'll do the half. So your score at the half is 28-12. We'll take an extended timeout. Good halftime interview coming up with Coach Gordon here. We'll be back in just a little bit. Gordon Holiday Classic, and you may know a little bit about William.
Just a little bit, yeah.
I'm here with Coach Gordon of the Lady Bobcats, and his father is William Gordon. And just tell us a little bit about how all this came together.
Well, Mr. Mayfield, superintendent of Drexel, he actually kind of asked me about this about 2 years ago, what would I think, and I said, well, I think it's a great idea, but there's a planning process in it, and I kind of thought, too, that, well, we'll just see what the community thinks and this and that. So last spring, he brought it up again, and I said, okay, and he goes, well, let's meet, let's talk about it. And when I showed up, he had 2 pages of ideas, and I was like, this thing's going to happen. So it's kind of his brainchild, to be honest, and it's, as his son, it's kind of a nice tribute. You know, he was a basketball coach for many, many years, and more important than basketball was the kids. You know, he loved the kids, and there's a bunch of people in these stands every day that played ball for him or walked the halls of the school that he was administrator for. So,
well, it got to be a cool feeling for you. We talked a little bit about it, and you know, we talked about us being emotional guys.
Oh yeah,
and I told them, I said, you know what, I said, Coach Gordon said that he might get emotional if he gets to hoist that trophy. I said, I'll probably get emotional at the same time. So,
you know, that is special, and that's what's something that, you know, you got to win the first 2 games to get to the championship game, you know, and it's one of those things, too, that I haven't really talked to my kids about that because they know the story, but at the same time, they don't need any more pressure on them. So if that time is ticking down and we think that thing's in the bag, it's going to be hard to hold back some tears, I think.
And
so.
you know what? They will be well-deserved, and I think everybody will understand why. I want to speak for 4Ts. We've had a blast this week. You guys have put on a first-class operation. I've been to some holiday tournaments in the past. We talked about the blue and gold down in Springfield, and you guys have done it the right way. And I like it because it's a great avenue for us to get a small school holiday classic really going. And, you know, it could even grow from here.
Oh, for sure.
Because – you know, you've got the Ox Gym over there that if you want to put consolation side on, so if it grows to, 16 teams like the blue and gold,
right,
you can do that. And I think it would be a great thing for small school basketball because, like, the blue and gold is neat and it's weird in itself because you'll have teams that are Class 2 playing against Class 5 and Class 6 teams. But, I mean, today's their championship day down there. They're going to have 10,000 people there watching high school basketball, which is
for sure
crazy to me. But
for sure.
I like it that we got something up here for the smaller schools. You know, they got the William Jewell tournament, but, you know, there's a waiting list on that, and it's all the Class 4, 5, and 6 schools in the city. So it's good that you guys have started something for the smaller schools, and I really think going forward you're going to have people calling you to want to get in this tournament.
Yeah, you know, and that's one of the things that we said, too. We had talked about doing it, like a 2-division tournament, 16 teams, maybe matching 3 and 4A schools up together and then 1 and 2A schools up together. And then we said, hold up. Let's take a step back and let's get the first year under our belt first and then go from there because you're right. Our Ox Gym is it doesn't seat as many, but it's well lit. It's a good floor. It's a good place to play ball. Kind of a throwback, too, to kind of the old gyms and stuff like that. But, I think that's something that we are going to talk about. You know, we're going to push pause after this thing today because you guys have been awesome and I've been here every day, but it's exhausting. And so I think everybody wants to get some sleep and then we'll kind of talk about it and have a meeting and see what we can do better. You know,
and, you know, Coach Ships, talking to him a little bit, and he's done a great job with running around doing all this, but I felt bad for him because I reached out to him a couple weeks ago and I was like, hey, can you give me a list of all the ADs? I was like, I want to reach out to him about sponsorship opportunities. And, of course, you guys were a little busy at that time with state football.
A little bit,
so
yeah.
It's kind of been
it's
been a whirlwind for the Drexel community, and you know, it just probably kind of snuck up on everybody a little bit.
It actually really did because we started having meetings about it, like serious meetings in like August. And then all of a sudden we started talking and somebody said, you realize this thing starts in about 6 weeks, right? And we're like, hold up, you know. So we really had to kind of get to work. But seriously, I can't give Mr. Mayfield enough credit. I mean, like I said, it was his brainchild. It was one of those deals where he just kind of pushed that thing through, and once the support started going, I mean, like sponsorships, you know what you do, that's important. And the community stepped up big time and made this thing happen. So sky's the limit from here on out as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely. And, you know, we've already talked about next year, you know, things to be able to come back and do it again next year. We've had a blast. And, you know, today's been fun. We got our first game of the championship day, so to speak, on the championship side of the bracket. It's been a good one, and we got 3 more good ones to go.
Yeah, I think everybody is, you know, you got a natural rivalry with Drexel and Miami in that boys' third-place game that, you know, they co-op for football, but that doesn't mean that they're not competitive when they get to the basketball floor. So, you know, and then you've got a game that actually a lot of people may not know this is a rematch of the semifinals in districts last year between Drexel and Lutheran in their girls' championship game. And then I think everyone is ready for Metro and East to get together and lock horns at that 7:30 championship game in boys.
Absolutely. You know, and they played earlier this year to a 2-point game, and that was like right at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, I think it was a preseason tournament or something like that.
So to be able to see those two go to battle where they've had 3 days in a row of basketball under their belt, it's going to be a fun afternoon and evening of basketball. I'm looking forward to it.
For sure, yeah. And thank you very much for everything you guys have done.
Absolutely.
We really do appreciate it. Can't wait to have you guys back.
Absolutely. We've had a blast with it, and we look forward to the rest. And I'll try to hold back the tears if you can try to hold back the tears.
Well, deal, but I don't think I'm going to be very successful. So
that's all right.
Either way,
Thanks
man.
a lot.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
And good luck this afternoon. So,
thank you very much.
All right. That is it for the interview here at halftime. I know Jerry's going to do. Glad you could join that interview. We did that interview with Coach Gordon a little bit ago, and glad we were able to do that. And I'll tell you what, he's half away from being able to host his trophy with his dad's name on it, and that will be a cool thing if he gets the chance to do that. The Mayfield family are proud supporters of Drexel Athletics, and they wish Coach Gordon, Coach Roach, and both the Bobcat basketball teams good luck during this week's William D. Gordon Holiday Classic. Go bring home those trophies. Go Bobcats.
Church & Dwight is one of the world leaders in household and personal care products, and we want you to join our team in Harrisonville. You'll get the chance to work with winning brands that consumers love. We offer starting salaries ranging from $20.50 to $39 per hour, depending on experience. A signing bonus of $2,500. Comprehensive benefits, paid time off, and every other weekend is a 3-day weekend. To apply, go to churchdwight.com and click on Careers.
No matter the time of day, we could all use a Route 44 from Sonic. Good news, if you order in the Sonic app, you get happy hour all day. That means drinks are half price anytime on the Sonic app. Don't worry, it's still traditional happy hour from 2 to 4 every day at the Sonic of Harrisonville. So if you need to refuel with a drink, or maybe you need a snack, come see the gang at Sonic and fuel up.
All right, welcome back. Second half. Well, we thought the second half was going to be underway. Got a reset. There we go. Game clock ready to roll. Second half is set to go. Our score at the half was 28-12. And here we go. Brumley can't connect. Goes back the other way. Ahead they go to Marks. Marks goes strong, and a good play by Schuster, even with 2 fouls, to be aggressive right there.
Yeah, she hustled back and didn't commit the foul, knocked the ball away. And Drexel will have it underneath. Good inbounds pass and a missed shot there by Wheeler, but she'll go to the free throw line as she was pushed on the attempt.
How many times this year do you think Drexel's gone to the half and Wheeler has not been their leading scorer?
Not very many. Richardson's having a heck of a game.
Absolutely, she is. It's 28-12.
How many times do you think Wheeler has missed 3 consecutive free throws?
that
probably not happened very often either. And she missed her first 2 attempts in the first half. Missed that one, but that one she gets to go in.
So 29-12 after the second free throw. And here comes Drexel back the other way. Inside they go. And Schuster puts it in for 2. Makes it 29-14.
Lutheran not going to be able to match basket for basket. They're going to have to get some stops and get some quick baskets if they're going to get themselves back into this one.
No good, but Wheeler offensive board and a putback. And it is 31-14. Johnson with it. And through the legs of Brumley, now she's got to fight for it. Jump ball, Parks. I like that with Parks. She had those hands in there. She ripped them out real fast as soon as she heard that whistle because she's got 3 fouls. She did not want it to be her 4th. And it'll be back to Drexel. Wheeler going to bring it across. Marks to Richardson, back to Marks. Dribble drive, now Richardson's got it. Not sure how she didn't travel right there.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't know how that didn't happen. But
Brumley going to attack. And 1. A lot of similarities between Brumley and Wheeler's games. She's just kind of kept fighting through it, and finally she gets an and 1 to fall. And now she can cut the lead even more and knocks it down. It's at 31-17. Now Brumley with the steal, but out of bounds. Finley passes it in, guarded by Brumley. Now Richardson loses her footing.
That's a frustration foul right there on Brumley, working her tail off and really not getting any breaks. And that time she just didn't play very good defense and committed the foul.
Now Wheeler with it out front. She's going to drive and go up, and no good. And then I think they just called her for her 3rd.
That's a tough one. She was on the ground.
Not sure.
They called that on 24.
Oh, okay.
I thought he called 23 as well, but put up 24 on the scoreboard. That's her 2nd for Finley.
So Brumley brings it across the timeline. Give Parks a lot of credit. She's still playing very aggressive defense, even with those 3 fouls. Gonna drive baseline. Marks gets called for a foul there.
A lot of whistles here in the first 2 minutes of this 3rd quarter. We've already had 5 fouls called, 3 on the Bobcats and 2 on the Lady Knights.
That one doesn't go. Munt can't get it to go. Rebound Finley off to Wheeler, and Wheeler's got numbers. She's going to try to push it up. Kick it in the corner, 3-ball. Richardson, no. Wheeler put back is good. And it's 33-17. With 5:25 to go here in the 3rd. Brumley has it out back. Cross timeline, she gets it. Into the corner they go. Back up front, stolen away by Richardson. She goes coast to coast for 2. She's having a fantastic game tonight, 35-17. And Brumley loses her handle, or loses her footing, I should say. And then a whistle and a timeout called. We'll take a timeout as well. 5 minutes to go 3rd, 35-17, 18-point lead for the Bobcat.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a swing set standoff. And we covered it. July 1st, 2015. Talk to Farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
All right, welcome back. No good. Rebound inside. No good. And it'll go back to Drexel here.
You're talking about the game that Richardson's having. She's only a freshman. There's some pretty talented freshmen and girls in this basketball tournament. You talk about Richardson from Drexel. You talk about the two girls, Langford and Miller from Chilhowie, that had, have had a good tournament week. You talk about the two girls from the three girls, Mentor, Ward, and Richards from Lone Jack. You talk about, just a lot of freshman girls that are playing at a pretty high level here in this basketball tournament.
Yeah, definitely several teams in good hands with some freshmen. I mean, think about the freshman team you could make with Richards, Ward, Miller, Langford, and Richardson.
They'd be tough to beat.
Yes, very much so.
By anybody in this tournament, I think.
That is a lot of they need not many times you could have an all freshman team
right
in a tournament, but you definitely could in this girls bracket, as there has been 5 good freshmen there, and then like you said, you named some more there. So 4:15 to go here in the third. 35-17, Drexel in control. Ada gets it. She's going to dribble in, loses the footing on it. Picked up by Marks to Finley. Wheeler's got it on the wing right side. Goes back between the circles for Richardson, over to Parks, back to Richardson. Richardson with it, over to Wheeler, back to Richardson. And a reach-in foul. That'll be 3 on Brumley. I think the most impressive thing about Richardson to me, watching her this week, is her poise. I don't know that I've seen her get frustrated one time. Out of all the freshmen, I've seen all the other freshmen at some point get a little bit frustrated. She's the only one I haven't seen just kind of get frustrated.
She is as even and as steady and as really shows no emotion. I mean, she gets excited, yes, but she doesn't show frustration. She just hustles. She works hard. She's a good player, and she just plays.
So 3:15 to go here in the third. Wheeler cuts her off here. Little drive by Emily, and then she is fouled. I
think that was Richardson.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be, but the way Parks was looking, I think she thought it was on her. Emily at the line. No good. One more to go. 35-17 our score. 3:11 to go here. Third. Second one is good. Cuts it to a 35-18 game. So 3:05 to go here in the third. Get it off on the wing. Inside Wheeler. No good, but she'll go to the line for a pair. She's got 17 in the ball game. First free throw, good by Wheeler. So crazy to see. So you see the boys championship players coming in with Metro and also with East. Well, they're all coming separate. They're all just coming down, and it's so weird to see that with them both being kind of private schools and no buses or anything like that. And I think Kisha might have a little bit different standards when it comes to that than Misha does. And then Wheeler, coast to coast, got it to go. Make it 39-18. They've pulled out to a 21-point advantage with 2.5 to go here in the third. Schuster off to Emily, into the corner for Munt. Munt has it, guarded by Wheeler. Now back to Schuster, guarded by Marks. 3 in the corner by Emily. 39-21 the score with 2:17 to go. I always check my chair, make sure.
Wouldn't be hard to go off the back of this one.
Don't want to go too far down. 2:10 to go here in the third. Good dribbling by Richardson to get out of the trouble, but Frommer causes her to turn it over with 2:01 to go here in the third. Brumley across. Reaches, goes in, no good. Oh, the Wheeler goes right over the top. I really can call her for a third. Abler checks in. Alber, sorry, for Martins. And getting the ball in. Alber up to Frommer, top of the key, Emily. Spinning in the corner for Brumley. She knocks it in. And it's 39-24, back to 15. Richardson with it to Wheeler.
I don't think that Drexel's in any trouble, so to speak, but the last couple of possessions have not looked probably as well executed as Coach Gordon would like. I mean, a 15-point lead with a minute and a half left to go in the third quarter. You'd think they're okay, but you want to finish this thing in a good way, not a sloppy way. And the last couple of possessions have not been Drexel's best on the night as Brumley hits another one. She has 13, and it's down to a 13-point game.
39-26, 8-0 run right now by Lutheran. 3-ball, no. Rebound on the backside by Wheeler. Drives through traffic, now tries to kick it back out, throws it away. Ahead to Schuster, and she travels with it. So they get bailed out there. But again, Coach was mentioning it, it's been some sloppy play here over the last couple of minutes for the Lady Cats.
Yeah, we've said it before. 3 games in 4 days. You know, your legs are a little tired. You have a 15, 18, whatever it was, point lead. You know, maybe your focus isn't quite there. You're trying to win this championship. And, you know, we're down to 30 seconds. And just, I see some tired girls, looks like. And just, again, play has not been the best on the last few possessions for the Lady Bobcats.
I think Coach just holding on to those timeouts, too, just in case it gets too close. He knows he's almost to the end of the third where he can kind of regroup them. Brumley clears everybody out and then takes it back in. Going to call that one, I believe, on Parks that time. And that'll be her 4th, and that'll be 1-1 for Brumley. She's got 8 in the second half. So 18.5 seconds to go, 39-26 the score. And there's a rebound for Wheeler. And back out, Mayab fires a 3, no. Gets her own rebound, put back, good. Mayab's first bucket of the ball game. Maybe helps settle them in there. Into the third, 41-26. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with your 4th after this. We got a good one.
Are you traveling far and wide looking for someone to service your vehicle and get new tires? Stop. The best place is right around the corner at Tilden's Quick Lube and Tire in Holden. Right on 58 Highway, they can get you in and out in no time and treat you like family. With 15 years in the business, Charlie and his staff will make sure you get taken care of honestly and fairly. So next time you need service, save the time and gas and travel around the corner to Tilden's Quick Lube and Tire.
To tell you how well Drexel started that third quarter, they were only outscored 14-13 in the third quarter, and that all came in an 8-0 run basically by Lutheran is what changed that. They're going to get the ball to start the fourth quarter, though. 41-36 the score. Sorry, 26. Richardson gets it off, and ball out of bounds there off of Schuster.
And Lutheran began that defensive set with a trap, and they're going to run some people at the ball now and try to gamble a little bit. And that's really the only shot they have down 15, and is to gamble a little bit, try to make some things happen defensively. And if they're going to get back into this and give themselves a chance, they've got to take some chances.
So 7:39 to go here, fourth quarter. 41-26 is the score. Little dribble drive, no good. Marks gets out of the trouble. Now a scrum for it on the floor. Ada gets out of there. Schuster goes in. Foul drawn by Gordon. And Schuster goes to the line. 4-2. She's only got 6 here so far in the game. First one is good. One more to go. So we wait the second one. 41-27 the score. Second one is good. 41-28. So back to a 13-point game. Two of the 2 free throws. Get it top of the key, free throw line for Wheeler. Back out to Mayab. Back to Wheeler on the baseline. She's going to drive baseline, kickoff for Richardson. Richardson has it. Now over to Mayab. Mayab's got it. And a foul going to be called on Schuster. So that is her 4th with 7:01 to go. Finley checks in. And Emily going to check in for Schuster. So 7:01 to go, fourth quarter. 41-28 the score. Inside out game. 3-ball. Richardson no good. Wheeler gets the rebound, kicks it back. Richardson. No. This time Brumley with the rebound, going to go back the other way. Dribble drive, kick. 3-ball back the other way, no good. Ada with the offensive rebound. She gets it in for 2. 41-30. Goes to an 11-point game. Richardson has it out front. Now to Wheeler. She gets it to go. Every time they need a bucket, she gets them what they need. But if you remember, Brumley, no. Rebound by Finley. They had trouble closing out Lone Jack as well in the semis.
You're right,
so
they did.
Now Wheeler answers again. Starting to feel it again, 45-30. Just like that, it's back out to a 15-point advantage. So all that work they just did to get it down to almost single digits is right back out to 15.
Yeah, she put that to rest really quick.
she just has a different gear. It's almost sometimes like, okay, I'm going to put this on my shoulders real quick because let's not mess around here. Now Richardson gets it on the run out. Brumley chasing to Wheeler. Wheeler going to weave through. Offensive foul. I think that's 4.
That's 4
on Wheeler with 5:22 to go.
And, she lowered the shoulder going in, and that's what they got her for on the offensive foul, and so that'll be her 4th. But remember, she picked up her first foul about 45 seconds into the ball game. So she's a smart player. She knows. Wouldn't be surprised to see her finish this with only 4 fouls.
45-30 the score. Finley cuts it off. Out to Brumley, guarded by Richardson. Now a little backdoor cut. Going to call that on Finley as Schuster had the beat on that one. Every time I say Schuster, I think of JoJo Smith Schuster. Juju, sorry.
Juju.
Yes. Yeah, it's my son corrects me over here.
He's one of my fantasy players, but he's been on the IR all year.
Yes, it has not been a good fantasy year for him. Free throw, no good. Second one coming up. 5:06 to go. And we got a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well. 45-30 our score.
Award-winning slow-cooked barbecue is just a few minutes away at the Rib Crib. Don and the staff at Rib Crib are friendly and fun. Open daily with great specials. Monday is for the kids, they eat free all day. Wednesday is for the ladies, they eat for half price. Ask them for other specials. If you are tired of all the cooking from the holidays, they can cater as well. Located across 13 Highway from Walmart, they are easy to get to. Stop in today and taste the mouth-watering barbecue that will have you coming back time and again.
Second free throw set to come after the timeout. 45-30 is the score. Schuster's second is no good. And Johnson takes down Wheeler. She's like, oh, well, it happens. So Wheeler going to come down and shoot some free throws. And Wheeler quietly up to 25.
Yeah, she can score in bunches when she takes over.
So 45-30 misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Frommer 3, no good. Rebound goes to Richardson. Back to Parks. Into the corner for Wheeler. Back to Marks to Parks now. Parks and Marks playing catch. Wheeler's got it on the wing. Left side. Up top of the key. Between the circles is Wheeler. Back to Parks with 4:25 to go. Now over into the corner they go. Spin it around. Last time Drexel ran a little clock like this, they ran about a minute off, and then they got that backdoor cut they just didn't capitalize on. Now Wheeler underneath for Finley. Now back out front, and a travel called on Parks with 4:04 to go. Brumley to bring it up with the 4-minute mark, halfway through the fourth quarter of our girls' championship game. Drexel in control here. Now a rebound by Johnson. And a tie up. Possession arrow stays with Lutheran. Schuster to pass in here. Gets it in up to Frommer. Now into the corner. Schuster left alone for three. Cannot knock it down. And now a run out by Wheeler.
Oh!
And intentional foul on Frommer. That could have been bad.
Yeah.
And
from her reaction, I don't think she intended, Frommer did not intend to foul her that hard. It's kind of the way she hit her, because she immediately turned around and was, worried that she had potentially maybe fouled her a little bit too hard. So
Wheeler knocks the first one down. And credit to Wheeler, too, for keeping her composure,
yes.
too, because a lot of times that, foul like that. Second one coming up. It is good. She knocks them calmly, both down, makes it 47-30. But I also like the official Perry there, Matt Perry, calling that an intentional because you don't want it to get out of hand. Because you could have called it a hard foul, but at the same time, I think it was the hands on the back going and not going for balls where they go to the intentional. So Richardson up front they go. They will maintain possession. And now Wheeler going to go around everybody. Call the reach-in foul on Emily there. I didn't even see that one. It was such a quick one there. So Wheeler goes through her routine at the line. Free throw is good. Closing in on a 30-point night for Wheeler. Second one, a little bit hard. And with 3:25 to go, that ball knocked away by Wheeler, but picked up by Schuster. Cannot get it to go. Finley and Martins tie up. It'll be a jump ball. And we got a timeout on the floor with 3:20 to go, 48-30. We'll be back.
Competition between teammates makes for a stronger and better team. Lacey Dominick of Shelter Insurance and Cameron Chenoweth of American Family Insurance were both Wildcats on the field. Now they are competitors off the field. They know that you have many choices for insurance, so they're teaming up to offer free auto, home, and life insurance quotes. Call Lacey at 816-380-2700 or Cam at 816-380-3996 and get started on your new insurance quote today.
All right, welcome back. 3:20 to go here in the fourth, and there's a steal by Brumley. Just miscommunication there, but Brumley can't knock it down. And there's a travel, and it'll be Ada frustrated there, but it'll be Drexel ball on their own side of the floor. The ball on the wing, little dribble drive. Now back out front they go. Picked up. Marks goes to the line, 4-2. First one no good. One more to go here. Second one no good either. And now Marks goes over the back of Ada, and she's going to come down and shoot 2 as well. Let's say the one thing we don't want to happen here down the stretch is get into a free throw shooting contest. Nope. Coach.
Oh, that's I could hear myself. Yeah, no, you're right. And with 3 minutes left, I hope that, we don't get into that sloppy foul calling.
Well, and, a little bit it was predicated on the fact we had that hard foul.
Right.
So you do want to kind of keep it in control, and maybe a couple of quick whistles is going to get them to realize, okay, guys, we got to quit fouling here.
Right.
That was Emily, not Ada. My apologies there.
And especially if you're Drexel, because you have the 17-point lead, and you don't need to commit fouls. And so.
And you don't want to get sloppy with the ball like you did there. And a 3-ball on the way, no good by Emily. Brumley tried to chase it out of bounds. Took a chair out in the process.
Good hustle. Down 17,
yeah,
2.5 minutes left. Never quit.
Now a run out by Richardson. And a bucket for her. She's got 18, and it's 50-31. 3-ball, no by Johnson. Rebound inside. Goes to Ada, and then Brumley goes down. $19-point game. Across the timeline it goes. Now, Brumley took one off the chin there. I think that's going to be 4 on her.
She has spent some time on the floor.
I'll be, to one of my own players' horns, she reminds me a lot of Tanner Ensign on my team. You're up 30, down 30, it doesn't matter. Yep. They're going into the wall full speed. They're going to play till the final whistle.
Yep.
And she has nothing to be disappointed about in her efforts tonight. She's had a great game.
She's the one that was diving into the chair a while ago down there, too.
And then how good of a kid is she? The chair fell over. She was trying to set the chair back up. Somebody came over and goes, no, I've got this. You go. 51-31 the score. Yeah, Becca has nothing to be sad about. She has played her mind out tonight. Second free throw, no good. And Wheeler's made me run out of paper again with 2:09 to go here in the game. 3-ball on the way by Schuster, no good. Rebound right to Emily, no good. And now a rebound by Finley. And a reach-in foul called. Finley going to come down and shoot free throws. That is 4 on Emily, and Finley goes to the line. (51-31), 2 shots coming up.
How cool is it going to be for Coach Gordon to win that trophy?
Absolutely.
It's going to be pretty awesome.
I was thinking about that earlier. I was told him when we talked at halftime, I said, now, if I see you going and tearing up when you get that, I go, it's going to be hard for me to explain how cool that is. I mean, one of the things I always talk about is, something I dream about when I get old or when my son gets older is maybe I'll coach him in high school ball and maybe win a tournament or a championship together and be able to celebrate with him. So I can't imagine the emotion you would go through if you're him, being able to raise a trophy with your dad's name after he, passed away suddenly. So,
yeah. And I knew who Mr. Gordon was. We weren't friends. I was just kind of getting into the coaching thing and doing, the school thing whenever he was around these parts at Adrian and here at Drexel. But I know that a lot of people who knew Mr. Gordon, and there is nothing but admiration and praise and what a great man he was. And I know that his son is going to be proud to hold that trophy. And I know he's proud of his girls for for allowing that to happen. And what a great coaching job he did this week with his girls to go 3-0 and win the tournament in his father's name.
Yeah, and, that's one of the things he said. He goes, I didn't talk to the girls about it. I didn't mention it to the girls. He goes, I'm not trying to put any extra pressure on them. And that just kind of shows you the selflessness that, he was trying not to make a big deal out of it. But, at the end of the day, too, he's like, it'd be a really cool thing. So it is going to be neat to be able to see and watch him.
And he's been standing up the whole game, coaching, and now there's exactly a minute left, and the game's in hand, and he finally sat down, and I'm sure that he's taken a minute to probably think about, this one's over with, and what it actually really means to. He's going to take a 30-second timeout.
52-31, the score. And now he's just saying, hey, guys, we got a minute left here. Let's go through this. And if it was her last point of the game, she'll end with 30.
Yep.
Will be Wheeler. Love the fight out of the Lutheran girls as well. They have nothing to hang their hats on. Becca Brumley played a great game. Addison, Emily, Haley Schuster. They all played tough all the way through this, and they have nothing to be sad about. Coach Pullman has done a real good job with them.
Yep. It's been fun to watch them play this week, and good luck to them as they move forward in the rest of their season. After this tournament is over with.
That one no good. Second one is good, 52. Not real sure what happened there. Did he call a timeout?
Timeout, and Coach Gordon had some subs over at the bench, but Lutheran called the timeout. Didn't take it, but he allowed those girls to come in the game and for Coach Gordon to get his 3 of his starters out playing with a short bench here.
Hey, I did that today. Coach Well over at Sheldon does a great job with them, and he was undermanned today, and we ended up winning 54-16. And obviously, fourth quarter, you're going to go with that Tanner Einstein because he can run around and he'll score all day if you ask him to. And but I was still playing with 2 of my starters in the fourth quarter just because I didn't have anybody else to put in there. So, and of course, I told the kids at the end of the third quarter, I said, guys, pass it around. In the very first possession, my point guard comes down and goes for a layup. I was like, no, that's not what we're doing. That one goes in. 53-33 is the score. Marks makes that one. With 36 seconds to go. Second one is good. 54-33 is the score. Schuster drives and puts it in for 2. 54-35. As we're wrapping things up here on this championship game. A little dribble drive, no. Rebound by Mayab. She just got to hold it, and that is going to do it. Drexel wins it, 54-35. We're going to turn our mics off. We're going to have the crowd mic on and let them introduce the champions and the all-tournament team, and we'll be back to wrap it up.
we would like to present the second place trophy to the Kansas City Lutheran Knights. And your first annual first place champion of the William D. Gordon Holiday Classic, the Drexel Lady Bobcats. You're going to hold tight. We're going to announce our all-tournament team for the girls' side. So if you are present and we would like you to come down, we have some medals and recognition for you guys. All right. First up, from Drexel, Emily Wheeler. Our second lady on the all-tournament team is Madison Garrett from Sheldon. From Kansas City Lutheran, Becca Brumley. From Lone Jack, Delaney Richards. And from Drexel, Izzy Richardson. Congratulations, ladies. Thank you.
All right. That was the all-tournament team as well as the championship trophy presentation. Final score was 54-35, 19-point win for the Lady Bobcats of Drexel, led by Emily Wheeler with 30. Brumley had 13 for Lutheran, 10 from Schuster, and Richardson also had 18 for Drexel. All-tournament team notables, Wheeler and Richardson from Drexel, Brumley from Lutheran, and Richards from Grain Valley. Richards from Lone Jack, the freshman, on their team. So great job there. They're taking some pictures, and then we'll have a timeout, and we'll go to the next game. So we're going to go ahead and send it back to Jerry so we can go take a quick break, and we will be back. This was a great appetizer for the main course coming your way, Metro and East, for the boys championship and the 24th game out of 24 after this.